Hey all, my name is Justin McDonald Lungren if you don't already know me. I'm about to read a poem that I've written within the past couple of years and edited it. It was originally called You. I wrote it when I was in my backyard at my parents' house. I was watching a storm going on, taking some pictures and some lightning, got some really cool shots out of it. But, well, it was rather actually thought of that night, and then I ended up waking up the next morning, wrote the entire thing down in one go, and then edited it a few times with some help of a awesome poet by the name of Charlie Jensen, along with a professor of mine by the name of Josh Rathkamp, um, and another professor by the name of Johnnie Clemmens-May. Um, all three awesome people. A lot of awesomes here. Um, Another writer that helped me as well is a past teacher and very good friend of mine by the name of Ben McClendon. Um, all four of them are very, very good writers, very, very good poets. Charlie Jensen dabbles in prose poetry, which is an awesome form. If you haven't ever read it, I definitely recommend it. In fact, this poem was written much more as a prose poem kind of piece. Um, but yeah, I edited it. It's currently called All of You Who for 13 Years. I feel like there might probably still be more editing, um, but I'm not entirely sure where to go with it right now. The ending is probably going to be a little rough, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Um, anyway, first of all, letting you know about the earphones allows me to make sure to hear what's going on in the video, so I can make sure it sounds good. So I don't have to do too much editing. I'm a little lazy, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, here's the poem. All of you who for 13 years called me fat, who laughed at me, who scoffed at me for having trouble breathing after finishing my lap 3 minutes after you. I think of the gut shots, the names, the lines at lunch. You who with my same name poked and laughed, who just continued the fight against me where others left off, who kicked my saxophone after band, you and your monkey of a friend who threatened to kick me in the balls until I cried in front of everyone on the bus, who made fun when I began to retaliate. You who made me feel weak, who was arrogant as shit despite your inability to pass one simple test, who with your loud opinions trashed me for trying to photograph a Tucson storm, you who smoked pot in your room that I shared a vent with, who banged on my door and woke me up so you wouldn't have to go get a key from an RA, who I finally told to just fuck off. Every time I drive past a school, I think of you. So, there it is. If you didn't get it, obviously I got bullied for a good part of my life. Currently 22, so yeah. um, though I didn't really like the period and of time where I was being bullied, of course. No one does. It's not a good thing for anyone to go through. Um, I have to say, um, in one weird way, I'm kind of glad I was able to have gone through it and gotten past it and still working on getting past it. And poetry definitely helps in that way. It allows me to be able to try to bring awareness to a subject that a handful of people have worked at bringing awareness to. but definitely more work needs to be done. A awesome poet, um, there goes with the awesome again, by the name of Shane Coixon. Sorry if I butchered your last name, man. I don't personally know him, but he is an awesome poet. He is the author of a project called To This Day. It centers around a poem. He has a video posted on YouTube along with some other videos, including Troll, I believe it's the name. Basically attacking, well, that poem specifically about like cyberbullying, which is awesome because cyberbullying is definitely not a subject that's really thought of a lot of the time. But yeah, like he is definitely one of the, I guess, an idol of mine as of late. Um, Simply because of the amount of attention that he's brought to it by his projects and by way of writing and all of that. Another thing, as like I just pay attention to various writers, whether it be singers, whether it be poets, whether it be authors, whatever it may be the case. There are a few songs out there that have definitely helped me personally, at least prepare for this poem in the couple of times that I've performed it, which would be the song. Oh, why am I forgetting the name? It's by Eminem featuring Lil Wayne, called No Love. There we go. But some other songs out there that have definitely spoke volumes to me. One of them by Tim McGraw. Name I'm suddenly forgetting. Another one by Hunter Hayes. It's a very, very recent one. Invisible. If you haven't heard it yet, or if you haven't seen the music video, it's actually a really, really good music video. I just saw it the other day. But it's a really beautiful song, and I have to say, the first couple of times I heard the song, I definitely broke down crying. It brought back some memories, but it also was a really good and powerful song in terms of like helping to heal, and I guess like work on not really getting past it, I guess. Just feeling better about myself. Because one thing, if you haven't been bullied, if you don't already understand this, or like don't observe or whatever, is when you're bullied, you definitely get some major self-esteem and self-confidence issues, that I've been working with, that I've been able to improve, especially within the last year. I'm bi. I was never bullied about being bi. I didn't realize I was bi or anything within LGBT, until after the bullying ended. But like within the last year, I got to know the community, got to know a crap ton of people who were awesome, loving, some of the best people I have yet to meet ever. And will probably say that for the rest of my life, because those are truly some awesome people, and there goes awesome again. I really gotta get some better adjectives here. But yeah. Another thing with the bullying, now that I mentioned LGBT, a lot of people within LGBT have been affected by bullying, as you would probably imagine, simply because it's one of those things that not everyone accepts, especially within years previously. Within the past couple of years, the majority of, or at least I would say a good part of people have definitely become much more accepting and much more loving of members of LGBT, which has definitely made things much easier. But at the same time, we're definitely not where we need to be, which is the case with any group of people, like anywhere, really. um, but yeah, I'm not going to get too deep into that subject. This is more based off of just kind of introducing myself, introducing some stuff that I went through ways of a poem, my poem. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm hoping to make some more videos with more poetry of mine, including at least one or two more that I've written in relation to bullying. But yeah. I guess that's really all for tonight. So thank you for taking the time to watch and all of that. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever the time of the day it is right now for you. Yeah. All right. Bye.